Like Kanye, right? He didn't give a fuck about anybody. Like, fuck everybody. He just
But
does
those guys
what
are,
he does.
yeah, they're
He's
billionaires.
so fucking rich.
There's
So
nothing
what
you can do.
can you say? You just say he's crazy. That's the only fucking thing you could try to say about this guy. But and then is he though?
I told you, he's a genius because he goes out there, he plays his role, and then everybody gets offended, and then all of a sudden you look the next day and his sales have shot through the roof.
And he just made,
I thought you hated him.
Yeah, they hate him, and then he just made $50 million the next day. You know what I mean?
You're like,
so
okay, there's a method to your madness.
Genius.
Yeah.
His girl wore nothing. I can't believe he made his girl dress like that. Let's go buy a shirt. You know, like, let me buy some Yeezys.
You know? Or
my Crocs even look like Yeezys.
Or like
I have them upstairs.
Searching.
Yeah.
And the searches do him good too, because it's like it makes him at the top of the search list.
Yeah.
And it makes you relative when all the other stuff. So it's like, you know,
genius or crazy. What do you want to say?
You gotta be crazy to be a genius.
I think so. I think that's always been the line. You have to be able to walk that line between crazy and genius to be considered a genius. I don't know if there's geniuses that are like, he was so normal. Like, he was just like a guy that had a home and did whatever, and he was fucking a genius.
Look at Elon Musk.
Yeah, genius.
He's a genius, but you ever hear him in an interview?
Yeah.
He's a little bit like, sometimes I'm like, yo, dude, you know what you're saying?
Yeah. But also, isn't that a thing? Like, is his English the best? Maybe.
It doesn't matter if his English is not the best. Sometimes he'll do things and they're just like,
nah,
you're rich.
People think that, oh, look at Tesla, it's going down. Yo, that's like a blip on his thing. Tesla could be wiped out and he would still be the richest man in the world.
Okay, SpaceX.
That's,
you know what I mean?
Listen,
this guy's
building
fucking tunnels.
You don't become $300 billion richest man in the world by being stupid. Right? You're not stupid. You are nowhere near a stupid person.
He'll do something crazy, like market a flamethrower. It's the only thing on his webpage, and make like fucking millions.
Yeah, because he knows how to like manipulate now too, right? Like, it's all about manipulating the people. He bought the thing. He bought the Twitter, and now he can guide it to exactly what he wants it to be, right? Like, it's all about him making more and more money. If people don't realize that, they're the stupid ones. He's the fucking smart one.
I know.
Like, you can say he's stupid all you want, but he's guiding everybody directly into making him more money.
Pretty much.
And that's what it's about for him. The fuck, you think he cares about anybody when you're $300 billion rich? Like, you know, it's even if he even gives a shit about his kids or not. You know what I mean? Like, nobody knows what he cares about.
Apparently he's trying to repopulate the world. This guy got enough kids.
Yeah, but you know, what else do you do when you have all that money? Just like Will Smith, he's just doing things that make him happy.
Pretty much.
Right? Whatever. That's how it goes, right?
Whatever's clever.
I'm not political one way or the other. I don't give a shit about the politics about all this. I'm just talking about his mind and his money making mind.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not talking about any fucking thing else. You can come at me if you want, but I'm not talking about all that shit.
Yeah.
He is an absolute fucking genius, and you can't deny it. You can't tell me he's not.
And
that's it.
He's a little crazy.
And he bought his way into like fucking almost running the country down there. Again, not trying to speak about politics. Yo, he's genius, guy. It's a fucking genius move.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Tell me it's not.
It is genius.
He's guiding the play. He's guiding everything into making him more money.
And it's funny.
How are you gonna let him do that? Nobody's letting him do anything. He's doing it.
He's doing it. But the thing about it is they're mad at him. They're mad at Trump. But like, that's what everybody does who's up there. They just make more money.
Yeah.
And the fact that the other guys, you just like them, so you look past what they're doing. But he's doing the same thing that everybody else does who's in that position.
And a strong business is meant to step on everybody else. It's eliminate the competition. That's what a business is supposed to do. Be better than them.
Yeah.
Undercut them here. Do this. Do that. Try and take their customers. Trying to that's what a business does.
Yeah.
Like buy bigthings.com and don't buy a Nike fucking thing, right? Go to bigthings.com. It's better quality.
Yeah.
It's fun. It supports local business. It supports local black business. It's, you know what I mean? Like, what we're trying to do is undercut people think that, like, that's what business is.
Of course it is.
So why are they mad at him for doing business things?
Because he's affiliated with Trump. So
Well, I mean,
people
again,
just want to hate.
That's not that. I don't want to talk about the political part.
I know.
Like,
I'm not talking about. I'm just
saying that's why.
That's why, because
Yeah.
he's friends with him, and everybody just wants to hate for no reason. It's like, well, why are you hating? And half the time when you ask people those questions, they don't even have an answer.
Yeah.
I don't like him. Why? He's racist.
Racist.
That's what they
They
go to.
just start saying things.
And I'm like, okay, how is he racist? And then they can't answer.
Yeah. And
It's like-
people have no answer for those type of things. Like, tell me what he said.
I'm pretty sure he has a black sugar mom. You know, if I know Elon, he's probably rainbowing the flavors when it comes
Yeah.
to the women. It's
He's
like,
just testing them all. Baskin Robinson.
yeah, you know, he's probably got kids in every part of the world.
Somebody had typed, it's not iffy. He doesn't care about his kids. He's like, Florida's going to win the division. I don't know, bro. Like, the Leafs have a 3 or 4 point lead right now in the division. Tampa, they just beat Florida yesterday. Florida lost a couple key ones to Montreal. And then they lost a key one last night. So, we'll see. I don't know who's going to win the division.
Montreal is like squeaking into the playoffs.
Yeah, I like that. I like the more Canadian teams in there, the better for me.
Oh yeah.
Just let the Canadian teams get up into the playoffs, and then I'm good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm a Leafs fan, but I just need Canadian teams in it. It's more fun. The Battle of Ontario for me is huge because there was a time when the Leafs and the Sens played every year in the first round or whatever in the playoffs. You know, like I never really, how do you say it, like lived through the real we hate Montreal thing. You know what I mean? We don't like Montreal just because we're Leafs fans and we're not supposed to. But it's not like thing. But the Leafs and Sens, I don't know how many years I watched that. Like it's like I don't know, like 4 or 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
They played each other in the playoffs, and that was.
I think the Montreal Leafs is like back in the day when the Leafs were good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a long time ago.
Well,
before we were born,
yes.
or maybe.
Here's a fun stat.
Yeah.
Okay. The last time the Leafs won was in 67.
67, yeah.
That year, Boston and Detroit didn't make the playoffs.
That was the last, yeah.
Guess what's happening this year?
Yeah, Boston and Detroit
aren't making the playoffs.
I heard that too.
So everybody's saying it's our year.
No, not just because of that. You really want to bring up like a 50-year-old fucking 60-year-old or I don't know how many years it is thing and be like, history says.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I don't know.
I'm giving the Leafs every little inch of hope.
Yeah,
and
Rick,
I can.
Rick said, yeah, but there were only 6 teams then. Gotcha, Rick.
True.
Yep. See, that kills that point there. Listen, I'm a true Leafs fan, and I am not going to believe that the Leafs can do anything
until they do it.
Until they're in the actual Stanley Cup Finals. You know what I mean? And then they're probably going to go up against like Dallas or Colorado, which are my 2 picks. Which I don't know who's going to win. It sucks. They might face each other in the first round, Dallas and Colorado.
Right.
And to me, that's almost like the Stanley Cup Final right there. That's the big game. Like, that's the big series. Those teams are 2 fucking powerhouses. Yeah. And it sucks that they play in the first round and one of them has to go out. But
somebody's got to lose.
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes.
I feel like whoever wins that. I feel like whoever wins that series is going to be in the final. I don't know, because like if Florida makes it to the final, which that's what I'm anticipating. Again, as a Leafs fan, I think Florida's going to make the final. And it's just they won last year, and they're rough and tough, and now they got Marchand, who's another fucking agitator on that team. It's a team full of rough and tough agitators who will all agitate you, and when you try to fight back, they will fight you. And and there's nothing you can do about it. Everybody's huge on that team. They play They play like the brand of hockey that we all wish the Leafs played.
There was a fight the other day. It wasn't last night. It was probably in the weekend. I was watching this fight, and the Leaf guy got destroyed.
Yeah.
But I give him heart because
It's like Florida only had half the team last night.
Because
True.
he didn't stop.
Yeah. Just kept filling them?
No. Even though he was getting filled.
Oh, he was losing, but he still kept trying?
But it made the fight even better.
I mean, you got to give it to him for at least that.
I do.
You keep getting punched in the face?
Yo, because it was like he took a couple of clean shots.
Yeah.
And one of the shots, he tried to retaliate and missed and spun around.
Yeah. And then ate a couple more?
Yeah. But then turned around and then started... I'm like, okay, yes!
Yeah.
You know, you're losing, but you're not losing.
Yeah, you're going hard.
It's like that guy...
It's like Stephen A. said, that he quit. You know?
No.
He didn't,
you're getting bust.
It's
like what are you supposed to do?
Yeah. I know Florida only had half the thing last night, but the wins all make up. Like, whether they had half their team or not, the Leafs still might win the division because of Florida losing games like that, especially against the Leafs.
Yeah.
They go up 2 points on them and stuff like that. Panthers only have kind of, like, they have a couple good guys out now anyway, so it's kind of iffy if they're going to win the division. But when the playoffs start and everybody's back and everybody's healthy, it's a whole different thing. Wait till Tkachuk comes back by himself. Tkachuk is a fucking force by himself not to have there.
Can you imagine?
And they had, who was out last night? Barkov was out too, or like.
Oh, that's like another good.
Yeah, player. You know, he's a good player for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if those guys are back come playoff time, and which they will be. Come on, like how can you say that they're going to lose to anybody when they have their full team together? Do I hope that the Leafs could beat them? Yes. Hope. Right? I hope. Do I think that the Leafs can beat them?
No. Not a chance.
They have to do their best not to play them until like the Eastern Conference Finals. So at least they can get there. Because if they play Florida in the first round, guess who's out?
Leafs.
Right. It's not gonna think. They have to win the division. Yeah, Ekblad wasn't in there. Like, it's like, I don't know. I think Florida's the odds-on favorite for the East as long as they're healthy.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that they got Marchand.
Yeah, they play.
Because it's like now you you have two guys on your team that'll annoy the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
And then when you're like, all right, I had enough, they'll kick your ass.
They'll fight you, and then they'll come out to score a goal or two. They're that good.
Yes.
Yeah. So they have all the players that they need to win again.
Yes.
You know, with it, it's. I don't think. That's why I think like Colorado or Dallas, whoever's going to win. Rick here was saying he thinks Dallas is definitely going to win that series, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know, like fucking McKinnon and them down there are fucking good, but what's his name? The guy that they traded and then to Carolina and then got traded. Then he like worked his way to getting traded to Dallas.
Oh, the
Rantanen. Yeah, if he's on Dallas and they're playing Colorado, he's gonna have, that little extra oomph. And he's a fucking good player to have a oomph on top of it.
Yes.
To try to beat you, man. I think Dallas has won a crazy amount of games in the past little while. Like I think it's like 9 of their last 10 or something like that. Like it's they're rolling.
They're gelling at the right time.
Yeah,